life in Jesus' precious name. Give the Lord the praise. Hallelujah. I'm about to pray, but I sense that we are in a season where God is in the business of positioning his people to take the topmost places in the earth. The music video that was just released, the unanimous comment from everywhere: excellence, creativity, pace setting. Pace setting. Somebody said, it is good for the church to teach the world what to do. Somebody said, it is possible to have such beautiful, exciting, interesting music video without nobody naked inside. Some people think that the person who could direct such a video and shoot it can be acclaimed as the foremost person in that field right now, for both gospel and secular. He's a member of the church. He's a son in the house. You look up, you look at this edifice that compares the attention of the architectural and engineering world. Those who designed it, architect, church member. Let's say a few weeks ago, the main architect of the design said to me, sir, I'm setting up something. I want to put the building on my profile. I said, go ahead. Feel free to put it. Structural engineer, member of the church in the house. Until the work has taken him to another work. Star people at various realms. Young man recently manufactured water lamp, a lantern that uses water to shine and salt. If it stops shining after 60 days, pour away the salt and water, mix another one, it will start shining again. Today he's in the process of doing something far more dangerous. I won't leak the secret. And other such things. We have a recently commissioned hotel in Lagos that is almost like the talk of this president went there, king of prince, this person went there, this one went there, that person went there. They have a manual that they use to train the staff. The manual is a manual from this church. Career and workplace wisdom, from managerial staff to everyone. And I want this book to be reproduced with all immediacy, because the demand of it has become very high. Foremost, forefront, and I am about to prophesy upon you. A city set on a hill cannot be hid. Your life cannot be in obscurity. Your life cannot be in obscurity. Your life cannot be hid in obscurity. Get ready, something is about to happen to you. And I will invite one of the young men, very skillful and talented in the art of kicking the ball, was once the captain of the Nigerian Super Eagles. and did very, very well. Been in church for the last Sunday morning, first service, second service, command the day midnight prayer. Monday, command the day midnight prayer. Tuesday morning, healing and deliverance service, command the day midnight prayer. Tuesday, Wednesday, command the day midnight prayer. Literally on the ground. On Tuesday morning, I saw how overwhelmed he was by the presence and power of God in the ground. And I wanted him to say a word of his experience so far. Joseph Yobo.
Good evening, church. Good evening, church. It's a great pleasure to be in the house of God and getting to meet Daddy, the man of God. I think is by divine intervention. Let me just go back a little bit. But Daddy, please, may I humbly ask, because you said something earlier about praise dimension. You know, that's been one of my strengths. May I humbly request for a song, sir? I think the song has been sung before, but I just to put me in the spirit. Please, can you put back the song on I Never Knew You Would Honor Me This Way?
He's still bouncing like he wants to play football.
I never knew you would honor me this way. I never knew you would honor me this way. I never knew you would honor me this way. You honor me this way. I never knew you would honor me.
I don't know if to testify going back or going forward, but one of my assistants that used to work for me said something. He says, since I moved back to Nigeria, I've never really talked about my career. I've not done nothing, so I'm going to use the opportunity, Daddy, to say a word. My career is very divine. How it happened, I don't know. Like, I'll talk a bit more about the national team. You know, to finish secondary school and just travel abroad, broke into the national team, became a very dominant force. I knew that could only happen because of the power of God. There's always, when you see the Super Eagles and the national team is one of the biggest brands in Nigeria, so the competition is very high. But I knew my source was from God, and I knew that God put me there for a reason. I happened to play, not only to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but also to captain the national team, and to go from year 1 to year 14. That's a long time to play for 14 years. And even when the conspiracies and things were happening, I said, no, God brought me here for a reason. I will achieve everything God brought me here to do, and I will leave at my own time. And it happened that way. I left on my own terms. So all glory, all honor, all adoration, all praises be ascribed to the name of the Lord. Yeah. Coming to this church, I've always followed Daddy online, and something happened prior to me being here. My other brother called me out of the blue, and he said he wanted me to meet Daddy, the man of God here. And me being me, I love God, I worship God, I serve God, I try to do my best. And I asked him, I said, why? Why Daddy? Why Dunamis Church? I've never been there, and it's in Abuja. From what I know, the headquarters is in Abuja, and I live in Lagos most times when I'm in the country. And he said, yes, I have to do it. But I was fighting with myself. It took about a year of indecision. And last week, I came to Abuja. I finished my business meetings and things that I have to do, and I wanted to go back. And on trying to book my return flight, I called my assistant. He told me he couldn't get a seat for me. I'm like, wow, how come? I called my travel agency, they couldn't get me a seat. I called the protocols at the airport, because for some reason, God has placed us, so we always find a way out. They couldn't get me a seat. I said, okay, book me a flight back to Port Harcourt, let me go and see my mother. Still, there was no seat. Then I knew God really wanted me to be here. So I stayed behind from Thursday and I attended the service on Sunday, and that's how I met Daddy. But being here has been amazing. I can't really say how I feel. But most importantly for me, when I met Daddy, he said, we're trying to look at the date for me to go and come back. I said, no. God just, there's a spirit that just told me no, now. So I changed all my plans and I told him I wanted to stay. He told me I'll be here for a few days. I said, yes, I'm ready. The 3 days experience has been wonderful. It's been amazing. My life is getting to that full completion, because when God gives you a purpose, it's left for you to fulfill it and find it. And me coming here now, and I understand the reason God brought me here, I'm getting close to my purpose. And coming here to pray wasn't me actually asking for anything in particular. But what I felt these 3 days is the utmost peace that I felt for over 1 year. I stayed in the lodge here, and without distraction, I'm praying. So anytime I turn on the TV, I see the man of God, I see the activities of God going on. So that kept me really inclined and in tune with the work of God. This haven't happened in my life at all. No matter how comfortable you have a home or how your house is, I do pray, but it's nothing compared to the experience that I've had here. And I must say, I'm already thinking, how do I relocate here? But that I will let God to decide, because I'm here, I'm filled with the Spirit. I have children, I have kids. And sometimes as a father, as a parent, there are things that happen with your children. And most recently, I have 2 boys, and I've seen things that happen to them. But I take it lightly. I pray, but I don't have that power. I would rather call another man of God to say, come and pray for my children. So I told God while I was here, I said, God, fill me with your power. Use me more in your kingdom. Because I believe that one of the reasons that God gave me talent and put me in a position was to use it and glorify his name. And think that I found here since I've been here. Thank you, everybody.
Give the Lord a big clap and a shout of praise. There was something, no matter all the things, there was still that vacuum that needed to be filled, and God filled it. Like he said, I said, well, you didn't come planning to stay, so can you go back? I'll give you some time to pray and some days of retreat. And he said, no, he's ready to stay right now. He said, I should give him any number of days he wants to remain, and all of that. I believe God is changing somebody's life. How many of you believe that God will take you to the top? Now stand up on your feet. Lift up your hands everywhere you are, and just receive the visitation of God in 1 minute, which should soon be true. There was a passage I wanted to read for you. Psalm 87 and in verse 6. The Lord shall count when he writeth up the people, that this man was born there. Selah. As well the singers as the players on instruments, they shall be there.
Yes.
All my springs are in thee.
Hey.
He said, Zion is coming to the point where they begin to count. Where is the best physician? He is there.
Hey.
Where is the best lawyer? He is there. Where is the top professional sportsman? He is there. Where are the inventors? They are there. Where are the unusual star musicians, music ministers? They are there. Where are the star singers? And I am so convinced. Music people, get ready, because I believe that this church will be a birthplace.
Yes, sir.
Of very, very drastic vocalists.
Yes, sir.
Drastic instrumentalists.
Yes, sir.
World renowned. As well as the player of the instrument,
yes, sir,
as well as the singer.
They are born
They
there.
say they are born there.
Yes, sir.
They are found there.
Yes, sir.
The talented is there.
Yes, sir.
The business moguls are there.
Yes,
And great entrepreneurs are there.
Yes,
Billionaires in aviation, they are there.
Yes,
billionaires in agriculture, they are there. Oil and gas billionaires, they are there. Hey! And when they are counting, they will say, you too, you are there. Look at your neighbor, say, I am here.
I am here.
I am a principal person in my generation.